Win, 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 as the song went. And that's how LA is going to be for the next couple of years. As we said earlier, so many big sporting events are happening. We got the U.S. Open Golf Championship 2023, World Cup, FIFA World Cup in 2026. We have the NCAA Championship game this coming year, Olympics in 2028. And Karen Bass, Congresswoman, representative, longtime politician in Los Angeles, now joining us. Karen, what's up?
Oh, it's an exciting day in LA. We get to celebrate our victory and more victories to come.
Where were you? Where'd you see the Super Bowl?
Oh, I saw it right from my home. went to a lot of pre-Super Bowl events because we had representatives of the Congressional Black Caucus in town all weekend. So we were celebrating, and of course, we also had some representatives from that other team, but we won't talk about them today.
I don't recall there being another team. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I had a bet with my friend from Cincinnati, so I'll look forward to collecting when I go back to Washington.
What are they going to give you? Cincinnati chili?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right.
It's actually good food. People want to hate, but it's actually good. Congresswoman, LA's at the center of all these major sporting events for the better part of the next decade. Is LA ready to have all of this?
I think LA is ready to have all of it, but you know what? We have a lot of work to do in preparation. We need some corrections in our city. I'm looking forward to that, but I think that we will be ready because you know what? LA always rises to the occasion, and we will do it again.
What is it like for you as someone who's poured so much of yourself into this city to have this moment, the Rams not only back, but back as champions?
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I remember it wasn't that long ago. Maybe it was like, 10 or so years when we were fighting to get a team. You remember that? There were no teams, and the NFL kind of teased us every time right by the Super Bowl. The NFL would say, well, maybe we'll move a team to LA. And then at the last minute, they wouldn't. And we did preparations. I was Speaker of the House for the last couple of years in Sacramento, and we even prepared for a team right before the Super Bowl, and then they went someplace else.
How do you think the Rams have done to be able to ingratiate themselves with Inglewood, with the community, with bringing in good jobs and being more, attribute than a detriment?
Well, I'm not really sure they could have done any better, frankly. I mean, I think they have absolutely been a good neighbor. Now, we do have to make sure, though, that LA becomes more affordable. It's not just about the stadiums and the sporting events. Over the years, LA has become more and more expensive to live in, and we have to address that. Of course, we have to address the other problems like homelessness and all. But the big problem is LA just becoming so expensive to live in. We need to have hundreds of thousands of more affordable housing units. And I'm hoping that the excitement around the upcoming events will give momentum for us to address these problems way before the events take place.
How does a championship like this better the morale of a city, of a region?
Well, I think that over the last couple of years that LA has been in a little bit of a funk and because of the problems, because of affordability and all of that. And so the excitement and the joy over this last, really couple of weeks, I think has been a real uplift for the city. And I'm hoping that we can take that spirit, especially the spirit of everybody coming together with our championship team. If we continue that kind of spirit, then I think that's what's needed to address the problems that we face.
Representative Bass, you mentioned that you were watching a game with some members of the Congressional Black Caucus. I'm really curious, what is the consensus? Was this halftime show better than Prince's?
He really wants that answer.
I think people were really excited about this halftime show. And you know what? I mean, you remember what's fresh in your mind. And as people watched it, I think it was very exciting. And I think it showed off LA.
I agree. It wasn't better than Prince's.
Well, Prince only played in LA. Prince was, Prince belongs to the heavens, to the stars and all of that. LA, what Dre brought in and all of that.
Right.
Again, Tams. For me, when I saw the Tams sign, I'm like, game over. This is already one of the best, if not the best.
Exactly right. It was thrilling.
Representative Karen Bass, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for having me on. Go Rams.
Go Rams.